Hey, I mean, it's holiday season. Everybody wants to think about turkeys. I mean, it's a good thing. These turkeys are generally on everybody's table as the centerpiece for the holiday meal. Well, a way that we do it here at the shed is we brine our turkeys. So, we can start with like a traditional brine. And what is a brine? A brine can be a dry brine where you would sprinkle it on and in the bird all around. Let it sit just open air. A wet brine is how we do it at the shed. And we made it real simple. We put in these handy dandy gallons of our old school turkey brine. What's in the brine? There can be, the brine on a turkey can be just about anything, but there's some basic elements: sugar, salt, fresh herbs, bay leaves. Always like to put a little bit of some chili pepper in there. I'm looking at this, a little bit of dried green pepper, some bell pepper in there is what I was just trying to say. A little bit of juniper berry, sage, kosher salt, and hey, don't forget about just straight up some good old pepper. So what we did here is we put it all together. Boom, we're selling these at the shed. They might be sold online. You got to check us out on that one. But the way that we brine the bird: big container, big bird, not big bird, just a big turkey. So turkey, there's two things you got to do. Number one, if you're lucky enough, you get the giblets. All right, make sure that's not in there, because if you can brine the turkey with them in there, but do not cook them, because that's not what everybody's looking for. Always open up the cavity. See what we got here. Turkey neck. With the giblets and the turkey neck, I'm making gravy. One of the things that I like to do is come in here right on the side, just kind of open it up to where the brine is going to get down in to that meat. So I'll take my hand, just kind of separate that skin from the meat on both sides. Whoa! This is something my dad taught me years ago. Cooking a turkey during the holidays always been a family tradition, whether you're smoking them or frying them. But the brine, opening up that, we're going right in to this container. That's like a 20-something pound bird right there. I'm going with 2 of these. We're shaking. We're going in. First thing I'm going to do is make sure that we get into those 2 cavities that we opened up. So I want to make sure that the breast is going to get the brine first. We're going in. I'm using 2 gallons, big bird. Why not? It might get a little messy when you're messing with the brine, but you can see we got some color to it. Also like to add a little bit of applewood smoke to these, so I'm getting the flavor wherever I can. Looks like 2 gallons is going to be about perfect. Boom, for a 20-pound bird with the old school turkey brine here at the shed. I'm going to let this sit 12 to 48 hours. Secret pro tip: unless you've kept this in the refrigerator, which most people don't, put a little ice in. That'll make sure that everything gets nice and cold. I'm gonna cover this up. We have the luxury of having a walk-in cooler here. I like to let these sit at least 24 hours. We're gonna put them on the smoker with some pecan wood, low and slow. And hey, the brine's important, so is the seasoning. But what's the most important is you cook it to 165 degrees. So make sure you got a good thermometer out there. Invest in a brine. You're looking for that old school flavor to be the centerpiece of your Thanksgiving and Christmas table. If you don't want to mess around with all those seasonings, hey, we got it in a jug for you. Bam! Cheers to the holidays. Have a cold one for me. Make sure the turkey's on the table, and don't forget about the gravy. We might talk about that too later. All right, y'all, I'm Brad from the Shed Barbecue, and this is how we brine a turkey.